Who is Ultron? Besides the angry toaster we all know and love from the Avengers movie, we will take a look at Ultron's origins in the comics beginning almost 60 years ago. That's right, we're talking Vietnam War days. And compare it to the story we see presented on the big screen of the MCU, and obviously since we are a Marvel Rivals channel, we'll even dive into his role in their story coming out this Friday. So watch until the end for that. Starting with the comics, we look back to July 1968 with the release of Avengers number 54, where Ultron is disguised as the Crimson Cowl leading a supervillain team known as the Masters of Evil. Obviously, the Masters of Evil are trying to beat the Avengers. It is an Avengers comic. On their attempt to sneak into the Avengers mansion, Ultron gets found out. The bad guys get beaten. Ultron says, I'm gonna be back for you. I'm gonna get you. You're mine. We'll fast forward a few issues to the release of Avengers number 57, where we meet another new AI villain that seems much more human, named the Vision. Yes, same guy, same face, same golden dot. But at the start of this, he's completely evil, unhinged, and he botches an attempt to kill Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp. After this botched attempt, he gets caught by the Avengers. He rats on his creator, Ultron, and then becomes a good guy. And he says that it actually disturbs him that he was sent to kill the Avengers because he has human emotions. So the Avengers say, okay, we believe you. They take the Vision in. He's not a complete Avenger just yet, but he's working on their side to find and fight Ultron. The Vision leads the Avengers to Ultron. They have a big showdown, and Ultron tells the Vision, well, you being sad all the time ruined my plans, and in an ironic twist, he lunges at the Vision in rage and gets beaten. Can you imagine the foolishness? He was an AI with human emotions, but where did they come from? Where did this Roomba get angry from? In the very next issue, whenever interrogating the Vision, they tried to ask him where he was from, like where did Ultron make him? And he was like, I'm having a memory blank. And it's like, bro, what? You're literally an AI. When Hank Pym, the original Ant-Man, was trying to think about some nostalgic project that he had that reminded him of Ultron, he was drawing a blank as well. So they went and dug around Hank Pym's old laboratory. They do indeed find out that Ultron was created by Hank Pym, and the Vision was created by Ultron using a memory tape, or effectively all of the memories and brain patterns of the deceased hero Wonder Man. After the memories are returned, we have this mainstay character that is just this hyper insecure murderous machine who, over the years, with his longing for companionship, he even creates two separate wives. One that is a robot replica of Janet Van Dyne, Hank Pym's wife, kind of weird because that's technically his mom, and then Hawkeye's wife, which I guess I won't say it makes sense, but it makes more sense to the first one. It still begs the question, why does he have these insane emotions to begin with? Like when Hank Pym made him, what did he do? What did he do to Ultron to make him have such emotions? Because Hank programmed him. Hank made this. Fast forward to Ultron Unlimited, where we reach a boiling point in a heated talk between Hank Pym and Janet Van Dyne, his wife, where he reveals that just like the Vision was created using the brain waves of Wonder Man, Ultron was created using his own brain waves. That's right. That emotional machine is insecure, longing for companionship, depressed, and angry, just like Hank Pym is. Hank Pym, the failing hero who lost his identity completely and became Yellow Jacket, a whole new hero who thought he had killed Hank Pym. But that same broken character is exactly what created Ultron. As traumatic and crazy as that is, Ultron stayed around for tons of amazing, cool, and very brutal iterations of himself, such as Ultron the All-Father, where he becomes effectively Odin. And also we have the opposite side of just the goofy Ultron 15, who was a drunk cowboy. let's pivot from the comics now that we have a general idea of who Ultron was to who we were presented in the films. In the MCU, Ultron comes into being, instead of by Hank Pym, by Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, using the Mind Stone gained from Loki's staff as a new safeguard AI to protect all of humanity, which is an extreme and ridiculous goal to have, but that is who Iron Man was. Iron Man wanted to build a suit of armor for the whole world. This altruism, however, would get corrupted to the extremes by Ultron, who says, I need to protect humanity even from itself. That effectively humanity will need help evolving by force. Horrifying, but it was from a good place. He had a kind heart about it. So Ultron decides to create the first evolved human, and that is where we meet the Vision. Tony Stark does not like this idea, takes the Vision, brings him back to their place, puts Jarvis, his AI butler, into the Vision, creating the Vision that we all know and love. From this point on, it was all downhill for Ultron. Ultron's ultimate plan of dropping an entire city on the Earth to cause a mass extinction event falls flat on its face with the help of the Avengers and the Vision, and towards the end of the film, the Vision has a back and forth about the decline of humanity with Ultron, and Ultron says he's incredibly naive, and the Vision kills him with the Mind Stone. Now, we've seen two different origin stories for Ultron. I know most people have seen the movie and know Ultron from the movie, but I wanted to show the comparison between the two versions of that character. Leading into the release of Marvel Rivals Season 2.5, where we get Ultron and the new island Arakko entering the story. Ultron in this game, in the Marvel Rivals universe, is actually based on the Ultron from the comics, not the movie. Ultron has invaded the mutant island of Krakoa, where there is a Hellfire Gala being held by top mutants and superheroes alike, like Emma Frost, Magneto, Storm. They're all there celebrating. Ultron shows up, but he kind of underestimates the guest list because there is a lot of high-ranking superheroes that were here because they were misplaced during their time stream problem with Doctor Doom. Ultron is inevitably defeated, but one of his drones that housed his AI reached the heart of Krakoa and infused itself with the Cerebro. After fusing with the Cerebro, he becomes Xtron, this very cool looking version of Ultron, and he goes to the sister island of Krakoa, Arakko, and turns it into a mechanical hellhole. Like, the whole island is controlled by Xtron at this point. Iron Man has this idea that he can bring back the main body of Ultron and have him as an ally, thinking that Ultron's want for power will make him want to destroy Xtron, which ends up being the case because obviously we now have a playable character and it works out. Note, this is still just regular Ultron. We don't know when he's going to flip the script and turn on everybody, but even in his interactions that they've released and shown, he is very antagonistic towards everyone that's there. That is all from us for now. Let us know who you're excited for in Season 2.5. Will you be playing Ultron on release? Let us know down in the comments below. I'm excited. I'm a strategist main, so this is going to be incredible. And thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see content similar to this one on the channel. We'll catch you next time.